Hey everyone, Coaster Phils here. With it now being 2025, I thought it would be a good idea to run down the top 10 coasters that will be opening this year. Since there are so many great coasters opening this year, it's hard to limit it just to 10. So, I created a few honorable mentions. These honorable mentions include Hot Wheels Twin Mill Racers at Mattel Adventure Park. This is the new highly anticipated return of the Chance GTX model, and even though it failed to open last year, will still be a very exciting ride. Rattler at King's Dominion, a great B&M launch wing coaster that looks like it will have a great layout, but unfortunately looks like it will have a bad case of the B&M rattle. Spitfire at Six Flags Qiddiya looks like an insane launch coaster, but just a little short. And finally, Rattler at Six Flags Great America is a B&M dive coaster that will be more inversion based, yet still a really great ride. With these coasters out of the way, let's get started. Starting off the list, it's Fire Runner at Lost Island. The next edition of the RMC Raptor in North America will be going to Lost Island in Iowa. This model is known to be one of the most intense of all coasters and are known for insane pacing, great whip, and great airtime. This coaster will be a clone of Stunt Pilot at Silverwood, and those who have ridden that have claimed it is a very good ride. This ride is sure to have RMC's signature intensity and will be a great addition to this slowly growing park. At number 9, Colossus at Six Flags Qiddiya. This coaster will be the first of 3 at Six Flags Qiddiya on this list, as well as being the only wooden coaster here. This will be a GCI that, despite its short length and height, will be sure to provide great airtime. There's not much known about this coaster yet, but one rumor claims that this will be the coaster with the most airtime on Earth. If this rumor does end up being true, then this coaster would probably skyrocket to second or even first on this list. However, with our limited info, we have to place it here. Number 8, Circuit Breaker at COTAland. This will be one of 3 Vekoma tilt coasters on this list, and it looks insane. The layout features 4 inversions and a great setting around it. The ride looks to have a decently long layout full of airtime moments, inversions, and good whip, and it looks to be overall a very promising coaster. Number 7, Yoi at Walibi Holland. This is yet another RMC Raptor that is sure to have the same signature intensity as we mentioned before. This is a racing Raptor, and this coaster is basically 2 coasters in one. There's 2 sides that will race each other throughout 2 different layouts, with the blue side being a family coaster and having no inversions, while the green side will be a thrill side and have 6 inversions, a record for a Raptor. This coaster looks to be fun for all ages and provide 2 ride experiences that are sure to be incredible in their own ways. At number 6, we have Siren's Curse at Cedar Point. This Vekoma tilt coaster shocked everyone when Cedar Point announced it, as it was a bit of a weird choice for the park, however, a very welcome one. Siren's Curse is similar to the previously mentioned Circuit Breaker in the way the track will also tilt into its position before dropping riders. Along with that, the ride will have 2 great inversions and possibly a ton of great whippy moments. Overall, a great addition that will most likely be among the park's best. Number 5 is Iron Rattler at Six Flags Qiddiya. This will be the final tilt coaster on this list and will be opening as the tallest and fastest of them all. This coaster actually looks like it will have some theming, which is a really nice touch for a Six Flags park that will only add to the experience. This will be a hyper coaster standing 208 feet tall and having over 4,000 feet of track. This coaster will also feature 5 inversions, and overall, in almost every stat, looks to be the most intense and extreme tilt coaster yet. At number 4, we have Helios at Fantasiana in Austria. This Mach Striker coaster will be the highly anticipated follow-up to Voltron and replace Fantasiana's former best coaster, Wild Train. Similar to Voltron, this ride has the potential to be one of the best in the world. But with the limited information we have so far, it's hard to rank it higher. We have had a few pictures of the ride's star elements, and those look absolutely insane. So maybe this coaster might just creep up to a 2nd or 3rd place finish by the end of next year. Number 3, Stardust Racers at Epic Universe. This coaster has been getting some insane hype around it, as when it opens in May, it will be the star attraction of the new Universal Epic Universe. This is the dueling Mach launch coaster that contains 2 different sides. Each side has 1 inversion and over 5,000 feet of track. This coaster definitely has the potential to be one of the very best in America this year. However, I do have a few small doubts. This coaster may be a little tame to allow a greater audience to experience it, and we haven't seen a ton of the layout yet. However, if Stardust Racers does reach its full potential, it could very easily be America's star coaster opening this year. Number 2, Alpen Fury at Canada's Wonderland. This Premier Rides launch coaster will have 9 inversions, the most on any coaster in North America, and on any launch coaster, period. This ride will twist through and around Wonder Mountain and have great elements, such as an 160-foot inverted top hat, more amazing inversions, and possibly airtime moments over 3,000 feet of track. With so many elements in such a great amount of time, this coaster will sure to have some of the best pacing on any coaster this year, and be one of the best coasters opening this year. And of course, number 1, Falcon's Flight at Six Flags Qiddiya. Falcon's Flight will be opening as the world's tallest, fastest, and longest coaster, and to hear more precise stats in my opinion, go watch my YouTube short about it. To summarize my thoughts here, Falcon's Flight will be the most insane coaster ever built, and it will be very interesting to see how it compares and challenges the best in the world. Thank you all for watching, and please subscribe.